Alrighty, Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talking. I'm Randy, I'm your host, and we're coming from another windy, cloudy here, might get sunny day here in Ida, Michigan. We're at a very small church cemetery. We thought we'd come out today to get a couple of sessions in. We'll see what's going on here. So really nothing else, just why don't we just get started to all the spirits in this cemetery here in Ida. My name is Randy. I'm going to be your host today to bring you to my listeners, my viewers, those who watch my YouTube channel, which is just another way of a television show, a stage show, whatever you might want to call it. In my hand I have two devices, and there's some younger newer spirits in here that can help you if you're afraid of them. They will not harm you. I will not harm you. One is a cell phone, and it's just a device that I have a program on that allows me to talk to you. The other one is a speaker, so I can hear you a little bit better. And with that, we'll get started with our session. It's a wee little bit windy out here, so you might see the camera waving back and forth. So let's get started, and in a little while, how things going. I've got my sheets here with me, questions 1 through 35. If you'd like me to ask you a question off of that sheet, you can give me a number from 1 to 35, but wait until I ask for it. All right, so let's get started with today's session. All right, and we got in there, he started. So apparently the spirits were waiting for me. So the spirit who yelled, he's started, can you give me your name? You have a question for me? Anything you'd like to say? So we're at a small little church cemetery. It states that it has a little over 400 memorials here. I think it's got a whole lot more. There's two cemeteries, one that goes this way behind me and in front of me, and one goes over to the side. Now, I don't know if they're actually two different cemeteries run by two different organizations. One is definitely on church property. This one is over a little bit from church property, so they could be two different cemeteries. I don't know. But those who are in the cemetery that I am in, looks to be a very quiet place. So one of the questions we have, and that we all, those of us who are still living, wonder, when you were crossing over from your life, it was your time of death, and you were crossing over from life to spirit world, was it a quick process? Did you know it was happening? Did you know it was happening before you physically passed away? All right, so I heard something in there about yep and then heaven. Not really pulling out any individual speaking. So let's try her again. Was it an easy process? Let's break her down. Was your dying and crossing over into becoming a spirit an easy process?
And I just feeling around. Well, he nothing.
I heard, yep, it was right in the beginning, and then I also heard turn around. So, I don't know, was that Charles? Charles, were you the one telling me to turn around? I know you were here. This is Charles. It's hard to read. Looks like Feinauer. Fiener. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. And Anathonia, his wife. She passed away in 1911. He passed away in I'm going to say probably 14. I see a 1, 9, and a 4. So we'll try again. Charles, was that you that said turn around? Okay, and so again, I'm not pulling anything out of there. So the next question, we go on there. Did you know beforehand? Did you know before you were passing away that you were becoming a spirit, or that you knew you were passing away? Did you know that when you were passed away, you were going to become a spirit, or that you had transitioned into a spirit?
Bill chairs. You are
All right, and I thought I heard peaceful right in the beginning, and then different. Hear different a lot. And I think that just basically means that transitioning from our life to the life of being a spirit is quite a bit different. So if it's different, how different is it? All right, so what happens when you become a spirit? Are you on a plane that you cannot get away from? Do you have to wait your time to ascend or descend? Do you have a choice to stay right where you are, right where you are? All right, I heard in there no worries. So do we have anything, let me ask, do we have anything to worry about when we transition to becoming a spirit? I mean, when I become a spirit, and I've said this before, I'm going to haunt my son. I am going to let my son know that I'm around, and I want him to know that I'm here. Are you able to do things like that? Do you want to do things like that, or are you blocked from doing things like that? All right, I did hear welcome in there. About halfway through, I heard welcome. Maybe they welcome me to the cemetery. This is my first time at this cemetery. I never knew it existed. I go up and down the roads here, but I don't come this way. This is a little bit out of my normal driving range. What do you guys feel about me coming out here as a newbie into your cemetery? Alrighty, well, you know, I'm not picking up a lot with my ears. As I always say, you know, you're not here to listen to me, you're here to listen to them. And I'll go through this afterwards in post-production and listen. And boy, the wind is really starting to kick up. And listen to what they had to say. And generally, that will, had to reach out down and pick up my, my sheet. And generally that will bring out a lot of stuff I never heard. So in my hand, for all the spirits here, in my hand I have a sheet that has approximately 35 questions on it. If you'd like me to ask you a question off that sheet, just yell out a number 1 through 35, and then I will ask you that question. So here we go. What number would you like me to pick, or what number would you like to pick and have me read? Okay, right off the bat I heard 6, I heard 10, so we'll do that. We'll go to 6, and then we'll go to 10. I need a third hand, is what I need. All right, question number 6. I've asked this question, it's been a while since I've asked this question. And the question is, what happens? I got to get my app back because I accidentally shut off my app, so here we go. What happens when you die and you do not believe in a heaven or a hell? Where do you go? What happens when you die and you don't believe in a heaven and a hell? It was kind of like what I was asking before. Do you just survive? Do you just exist on the plane that you are in?
Move it.
Alrighty, move it. I'm watching him. So apparently we must have a visitor here, I would think, in the cemetery that I apparently don't see. Probably a spirit that maybe not supposed to be here. What do you call the plane of existence that you're in? You can either be in heaven or you can be hell or in hell. But if you're not in heaven or hell, what do you call the plane of existence that you're in?
Well,
I heard fellowship right at the end, but just before that I heard prison. Huh, interesting. I don't know. All right, so the other question was 10. And a lot of spirits have told me that trying to talk to me through the spirit box is tiring. Today, when you get done talking to me, or maybe when you roam out, when you walk to cemeteries, or when you leave and do whatever you do for entertainment, how do you rest up and get your strength back?
I know. So,
All right, I heard you don't. So that was a weird. We'll have to see if there's anything else in there of how to get the strength back. I think one time somebody said they ate. You know, I'm still curious. You know, Michael talks about getting his chicken. I haven't heard Michael today. So I'm curious, how in the world do you get chicken? And how in the world do you eat chicken as a spirit? So here's a question that I just thought about. You pass on. You become a spirit. You are either in the plane that you're on or you ascend to heaven, do you see God? Do you see God? And I want more than just a yes. Do you see God? Tell me what it's like if you see God. Tell me what it's like when you see God. I heard it's special, and then I heard, do you want to visit? Yes, but not now. I'm enjoying where I'm at, and I want to spend every day that I can right where I'm at. So when you've seen God, what do you ask Him? What do you say? How do you act?
I went up a we're coming to get man run again.
Well, I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but boy, that was a pickup truck that went by, and I don't think he's got a muffler on that thing. Alrighty, so I heard a lot of different responses of what you do if you say to when you meet Him. You meet God, you see God. Does God actually know everything we do here on earth?
You know,
All right, so I heard a myriad of answers there. I heard some voices to the left of me, but I don't see anybody over. There's an older part of the cemetery. We're going to go over there after this one. So watch the next video. Hopefully it's as good as this one is. I'm hearing a lot of responses. I'm not really pulling anything out, but I'm hearing a lot of stuff. So as I go through post-production, we'll hear some more. So we got just a little bit of time left here for the spirits. And I want to know why. I'd like to know why you're here in this cemetery. Not that you died, but why did your family put you here in this cemetery?
No.
Did you pick out, I heard they liked it. Did you pick out your burial space, or was it just left up to your family? Alrighty, and with that, I'm going to let the spirit box run for about a minute. So all the spirits out there, this is your time to go ahead and speak for about 1 minute. Say whatever you want to say, and then I'll pick it up, and I'll let everybody know what you had to say.
He said, "Okay, what's incredible?"
Alrighty, I heard in there, try to be neutral. We'll have to see what else was going on underneath there to understand what that meant. So anyways, I'd like to thank all the spirits for joining us today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. It's the day after Easter. So I hope you had a lot of family members, a lot of flowers on out here. To those of you out there, I want to thank you for coming along on my journey. And like I said earlier in the video, you didn't come to hear what I had to say. You came here to listen to what they had to say that I'm bringing you. If you come to listen to me, you come for the wrong reason. Because I don't have anything interesting to say. They do. So with that, I want to thank you again for coming along and helping me. And I don't know how long this journey will take, but it will take as long as it needs to take. So with that, I want to thank everybody again for coming along, and I'll see you all on the next one. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.